Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
And we're so excited that you're here tonight as we go from one season to another, and 4 others.
Skeleton snowflakes.
Which season is that?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
You can make any season spooky if you want to.
That is true.
At first, it was spooky. And then it was fun. And then it was spooky, but in a fun way.
Okay.
That's, Madison with 2 N's and 1 Y, but it's not where you think. I love Madison. She was a highlight of She-Hulk. Anyway, go to geekscorner.live and tell us what your favorite spooky season is and how much you loved Madison from She-Hulk. Make sure you spell her name right, though.
Absolutely. That's very important. Halloween was last night. We had a fantastic time with hundreds, I don't know if it was hundreds, lots of... 78 trick-or-treaters. For those of you that don't know, we keep track every year. And this year we itemized what they were. Is that what we did? Yeah.
We had someone amazed last night that we could count. They said, but how do you know? We were like, well, we count.
1, 2,
and they said,
3.
How do you do that?
This was a parent?
It was a friend who joined us around the fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's exciting. What an adventure.
Speaking
of adventures, if you've got any Disney trips planned in the future, use Mouseways Travel. They're our travel partners. They will take care of the details so you can just focus on the fun. And you can do that by going to mouseways.com/dapsmagic or just click on the travel button on the top of every Daps Magic page, which is probably a little bit easier. But we've made it through Halloween. This last week, you got to experience parts of Halloween that you hadn't seen beyond what was on a screen. And you got to see Werewolf by Night in person.
Yeah.
You got to see Elsa Bloodstone in person.
Yeah.
What did you think of them in person?
Well, one, I think that I just love, I don't think outright scary works in Disney parks, at least not here. I know it works pretty well in Hong Kong. Is that where they do the spooky? Mm-hmm. Works great there. I don't know how great it works here. I love creepy things and kind of edging into that scary territory, the scaratory, if you will. I think that Werewolf by Night is a very good example of that. He's a little creepy, he's a little scary, but they kind of keep people far away enough, and...
I think he was also quieter by the time you saw him.
Thank goodness.
Because I think he was louder the first time I saw him.
That would be scary.
And I think that was probably a little bit too much for young ones.
That's fair.
If I had to make a guess.
I really liked that, and I absolutely loved Elsa. She was so fun. I loved that she had the Bloodstone. It was also just, one of my favorite things was we were sitting there talking to Elsa. Because unfortunately, when you are, the America Chavez's, you're dressed a little bit more normal. Mm-hmm. And people, and Shang-Chi in his, in his old
jacket.
Old costume, they kind of blend in a little bit more. So you kind of have this, I just get to sit and talk or take pictures or whatever because people don't know. And so at one point we're having this great conversation with Elsa. And then Captain America walks up just to be like...
with this little kid.
Just to be like, Elsa, that's Spider-Man!
It was pretty funny.
Kid dressed as Spider-Man. It was precious.
Didn't the kid also say, no, I'm not?
He was like, no, I'm not. And it was Steve Rogers. And he was like, oh, but you look like he couldn't process that was not Spider-Man.
It was pretty funny.
10 out of 10 moment. But then it was these other supers were kind of trying to get people excited about meeting Elsa. They were just like, no, this is our friend. I really liked it. I'm actually very sad that they're gone. But I hope that they come back next year.
That would be cool. Or some other time, too. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how this is all going to work.
So here's my ideal thought.
Okay.
Operationally, this would be a nightmare.
Uh-oh.
Bring him back every full moon.
That would be fun.
That's operationally a nightmare. But it'd be really fun.
Just for one night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once a month, every full moon.
Okay. I mean, I think it's fun.
I think it'd be really great.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. The other characters that finally made it to Halloween time, just in time for Halloween to be here, was Clarabelle Cow and Daisy Duck. We finally saw their costumes. We saw them in the cavalcade on Halloween.
So who do we think was making their costumes that it was so delayed? Like,
Minnie Mouse.
No, Minnie would have had those done on time.
She was busy. I don't know.
I was trying to think of someone that would make sense that, like...
3 fairies.
Yeah, actually, that does make sense.
They were fighting over the color.
Yeah, they said, no, not purple, make it orange.
What'd you think of them?
I think they were cute. I was very disappointed that I didn't get to see them in person. I loved Clarabelle's. I thought Clarabelle's was so fun. I just like things that are different. It's why I really liked Goofy's costume this year. Like, he's a tree. That's...
With, like, is it bats or something?
I don't know, but it's amazing.
Yeah, there's something hanging from them. Yes.
Fantastic. Loved it. So I just love things that are different. Like,
Okay.
you can put Minnie in cat ears. That's really cute. You could put Mickey in a pumpkin, but I'm like, give me something weird. So I liked that she had the, like, cape wings.
Yeah, what was she?
I think she was a bat.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe she was a butterfly. I didn't look very hard. I just went, she's cool.
I don't think she was a butterfly.
She got wings.
I like the bat thing better.
Yeah,
like,
because
that
like she
makes
went
a
like
little
this
bit more
and she had
sense.
like cape.
Yeah.
I just like things that are different. I think it's fun.
What do you think Daisy was?
I'll be honest, I also didn't look very much at Daisy.
I was there looking, and I still was kind of like,
Somebody bring up a photo. Are there photos in that article? Or is it just a video?
oh yeah, there's
Can I see?
yeah. We have a cheat sheet. Now you're getting to see how we do this.
Yeah, they already know.
Oh, do they? Okay.
She's
Just decorated.
Spider
web?
Yeah.
She's a spider web.
She's not a spider.
A moth? Okay, maybe.
She's spider-esque. Which is...
Under duress? Yeah, I think Clarabelle is a bat.
Yes, she's a bat.
Yeah.
Again, still a bummer that Pluto is just, they're like, here's something for your collar.
Have another color.
Like,
You must have quite the collection of colors.
At least the old one was like fun and like kind of like went up. This one is just literally like we put something
It's green.
on your, yeah.
Yeah, it glows in the dark. It doesn't, but it'd be cool if it did.
Oh, that'd be cool. Then Mickey would always know where Pluto is.
Yeah.
They could go on walks in the dark.
Unless it has GPS or something on it too, that'd
It'd
be fine.
safe though. You always have to have your dog on a leash, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be safe.
Yeah.
But Minnie is spider-esque, which is funny because when they break out their super costumes on the other side of the street, she is inspired by Black Widow.
All connected.
It's pretty funny. Just pointing that out.
Who was Spider-Gwen?
Hers is Spider-Gwen-esque.
Okay, I was suddenly like, wait a minute. That's not where I thought you were going with this.
No. Spider-inspired.
Okay. That's fair.
Donald is Hulk, which obviously makes sense.
Temper.
Mickey is Captain America.
Also makes sense.
What's Minnie? Why can't I remember?
Isn't she in that pink outfit, the Spider-Gwen?
Oh, that's Minnie, yes.
Yeah.
Not.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know.
Daisy's Black Widow.
There we go.
Minnie is the Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, Spider...
Thing.
Spider.
Itsy bitsy.
And then Goofy is Iron Man.
Uh-huh.
There's somebody I'm missing here.
Chip and Dale.
Oh, they're Thor and Loki. Yeah.
I love that I could have told you all of this, but I'm just like, I'm just going to let you keep going and I'll help
It's just more fun
lead you
to
along.
watch Katie struggle.
No, I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you. It's so nice of you.
Yeah, you know. But they made it to Halloween, for Halloween, and now they're gone, which is okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be back next year. It'll be interesting, though, because we got the new costumes for the group of them for the holidays last year.
And now they already have
And now
new
they're
ones.
getting another new one. So maybe this will be it for, like, wouldn't it be funny if basically Clarabelle got one day in the cavalcade or whatever with, might have been 2, I don't know. But I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. Should we move along?
Yes.
All right. We got a wicked new trailer. Appropriate, I think, for Disenchanted.
You made that sound like we were teasing Wicked.
No, but I have seen casting news, and do you know who they're looking at to be the Wizard of Oz?
No.
I think it's a brilliant choice, and I'm all for it. Jeff Goldblum.
No need to look behind.
Does he sing, though? Because it's a singing
curtain.
role in Wicked.
I don't know. Does he?
I don't know.
Jeff Goldblum could also do that weird thing. Here's a fun story. When I was in high school, you guys are getting all my weird stories tonight. Just wait till we're not even Geeks Corner Plus yet. When I was in high school, I was in a production of Footloose, and our junior who played the preacher couldn't sing, so he turned it into a speak to the rhythm type of thing.
Oh, the Rex Harrison, Robert Preston kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah. So every time I listen to Footloose, all I can hear is just, on any Sunday, Lord, I pray. Like, that was just, it was what Billy did.
I mean, I guess he could do that. I like the idea of hearing him sing better. I think that'd be funny.
No, I would prefer him to sing as well, but he could turn it into...
Okay. Anyway.
That'd be hilarious.
There's a new trailer for Disenchanted.
Yeah.
Magic, you know. It's got magic. Not much in the show. Could talk, sing it. Yeah, he could. What do you think of this trailer? And we're going to see this movie in just a few weeks, but thoughts?
I'll be honest, I didn't know what it was about. I don't know if I just stay under rocks that well.
That can be a good thing sometimes. Unless you're hosting a web show.
No, here's the other thing though, is that maybe it's a bit of object permanence. I know things when we're doing the show, and then a couple weeks go by and I forget because I don't know what's going on ever.
Okay.
But I didn't know that Giselle turns into a villain.
If she does.
In this film, or it's perceived
I was
to
like,
be villainous.
this might be misdirection. This might be...
Who's to say?
Yes.
I love that Maya Rudolph is in this.
Yeah.
Maya Rudolph's fantastic. One of her favorite roles that she does, in my opinion, is when she's the judge from The Good Place. Fantastic. I really like it. The only thing, though, is that I was watching the trailer and I was like, I really need to rewatch the first one.
Yeah. Is it Prince Edward? Is that his name?
Yes.
That comes in singing, and then he also has a line that very much reminded me of the Anchorman. Mm-hmm. And I was like...
It was, last week the whole town was in a whale. Like, it was like the way he said it. No.
Yeah. But no, it's very intriguing to see where this goes. I feel like it's unique. I feel like it might end up being a thing where there's no true villain. Like, the villain is a circumstance, which I'm kind of okay with, but I also kind of like having a villain because I think sometimes that just happens. And
who's to say?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But it looks like it's going to be intriguing. I think there's music by Alan Menken again, so that'll be fun. And we'll wait till November 18th until we actually get to see it.
I will say, and I know this won't happen.
Uh-oh.
But, you know what I want? Giselle in the parks again.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would be all for that.
Or
all of them. Like the four.
That would be very fun.
I'm going to call them the 4 leads.
Yeah, that would be very fun. Well, not...
The Andalasian leads.
Yes. I was going to say, not what's his face from Grey's Anatomy.
Well, he'd be an Andalasian lead because he's her prince.
But you're just going to bring some random dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I want age appropriate too. Like for all of them. I actually think they should always cast age appropriate.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that would be really fun.
I never saw Giselle in the parks because it was a very brief time after Enchanted came out.
You didn't hear them blasting Ever After and see the horse and cart.
What year did Enchanted come out?
I don't remember. I just remember seeing it come down the street.
Because I don't think I had a pass.
And Giselle was in her white dress, waving at everybody
beautiful.
Very, very passionately.
Yeah. It was really fun, and she was just very enthusiastic. Anyway,
Clocky has a point. If there's no villain, who do they add to Oogie Boogie Bash next year? See, we need more villains.
So, okay. Tabling that discussion until Geeks Corner Plus, because
More villains?
I want to ask the villain question.
Okay.
During Geeks Corner Plus.
Let's see if you remember. Remind her during Geeks Corner Plus to ask whatever this villain question
Remind
is.
me in 15 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. We also got a new trailer this week for The Santa Clauses, the series that continues the series of movies that were in the theaters, but this is on Disney Plus.
Santa
but
Claus,
it's still
the movie, the musical, the series?
I don't think it's a musical, but that'd be funny. But Tim Allen's coming back. Looks like he's trying to retire again. I have watched a couple of these different things and read this, and it kind of reminds me of the last movie.
It's a lot like the Santa Claus 3.
Like, I feel like we're trying it again with a different set of characters around him.
Because the Santa Claus, obviously, is him becoming Santa. The Santa Claus 2 is when they find the Santa Claus, that he must have a Mrs. Santa.
Yep.
Mrs. Claus. And the Santa Claus 3 is where Martin Short comes in as Jack Frost. As the weirdest.
What's the one with the robot? Is that 3?
There's a robot?
Robot Santa.
Oh, Robot Santa.
Because that's the one I'm thinking of. Is that 2? So that he can go find...
Yeah, no. Which one's Robot
I think it's
Santa? 2. It might be... I think 2 is the one I've seen the most. So
I think that's
it
Robot
might be
Santa.
2. Guys, which one's Robot Santa?
Clocky says the new trailer looks different than the first one. I think you're right. It's very interesting to see. I hope it's good. That's where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Like, I like the
I
merriment.
don't think it's going to win any awards.
No. But I like the merriment. I like the Christmas spirit, the family thing. Like, there's a lot of things that look like it'll be fun. Okay, so it's 3 Santa bot. Oh, no, yes, 2. We're getting both answers. It's 2 so we can find the misses. That makes sense.
I am very happy that Bernard is back, though. Like,
yes.
That, to me, home run.
My big concern is we're going to know exactly what happens in the first 5 minutes of the series. And then we're going to wait, I think it's 6 episodes, to see what happened that we think is going to happen. But if we have a good time along the way, that's okay.
And I will say, of the 3 films, the Santa Claus 2 is my favorite.
I like the original one the best.
I think I just watched the Santa Claus 2 the most growing up.
It was on TBS or something the most,
Yeah, like
every
Disney,
Saturday
Disney
afternoon.
Channel or
yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually really funny, the things, I was thinking about this earlier. This is something I didn't voice to you because as your brain did one of those rabbit hole things earlier, my brain did one of those earlier. And there was like these blocks of ads that would run on Disney Channel for Disney movies. And so for some Disney movies, the lines that stick out in my head are the ones that would play on Disney Channel ads. So for Monsters, Inc., and I almost said this during dinner, but this is beside the point. For Monsters, Inc., because it was like a Pixar ad block, it was Sully going, "We're eating good today, Mikey, honk, honk." Like, and it lives in my brain because it was a Disney Channel ad. And so that's just one of those things. So anyway, I'm gonna see myself out.
So you're saying they need to have ads on Disney Plus?
No, they're already putting ads on Disney
They're
Plus.
going to, but
Mr. Daps,
those
you're
kind.
the reason they're putting ads on Disney Plus.
No, I'm thinking it's you so that you can have the thing to remember.
I'm 26. I don't need things to remember anymore.
I just it seemed like that's what you're looking for.
No, now I have Hulu and I watch the same ads 300 times.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about that too.
It's really hard because also they've made it really hard to upgrade to ad-free because I've tried and I can't figure out how to
You have to do it on the website.
I've done it on the website.
Oh.
I couldn't figure it out.
Oh.
But it's okay. It's when I'm watching Welcome to Wrexham on Hulu, I just watch the same Red Bull commercial over and over.
And still don't buy it.
And over. I really don't.
Nah, that's okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I think we'll enjoy it. I don't think it'll be the greatest series in the world. Going back to the Santa Clauses.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I don't really think that we needed.
If it was done well, and if it does surprise us and it's heartwarming, I'm okay with it.
Sure.
Because we really didn't need 2 or 3 either.
Yeah.
Like, the first one was a great standalone movie.
And it still is.
It's honestly a better trilogy than, say, Home Alone movies. Like, it followed through better, I feel like, with all 3. Maybe it's the same. I don't know.
And they also did remake Home Alone, so...
I did like the remake of that.
I know you did.
It was cute. It's not as good as the original, but it's cute. I forgot they did that. That was good casting, too. A little bit predictable, but, what do you expect?
They all are.
And they brought back one of the original cast members. Yes. Watch it and find out. Another one that's coming out soon, in about a month, a little bit less than that, is we get the Willow series.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen the movie.
No.
You now have seen the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
And don't forget, was it Star Wars Celebration that they were talking about? Willow?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yes. I was in the showcase panel when they were talking about that. So also, I kind of know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was. It was the Lucasfilm showcase panel. Anywho.
What do you think?
I'm going to say something so ignorant. It looks a lot like Lord of the Rings.
Kind of. I can see it.
Like, and I know that that's just like, I don't know a lot. Like, fantasy isn't necessarily my favorite genre.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put fantasy in front of me, I'm going to go Lord of the Rings. Because that's the most exposure that I have.
I mean, it's a little bit of Lord of the Rings. It's a little Chronicles of Narnia. Yeah, it's...
I did love the Chronicles of Narnia books growing up. That's a fun fact about me.
Good. But what do you think of Willow?
You're like, you know how to read? That's cool. I don't know. This isn't something that I'm going to watch, to be completely honest.
Not at all. Mm-mm. You're not even going to give it a chance.
Maybe I'll watch the first episode and see, but I don't know.
Maybe you should watch the movie first. See if you even want to get...
Okay.
Like, it could be one of those you just turn it on, let it go, and see what happens.
I can do that.
And I will admit, I haven't seen the movie since I was a kid. So I have vague, like, memories of parts of it, but I couldn't quote it to you or anything. I like the cast.
Yeah, so I love the cast.
I'm mixed on the graphics currently, because there were some moments where I'm like, that feels digital, and that's one of my pet peeves. And that is one of my big concerns with the amount of content they're trying to push into Disney Plus, is if you're pushing that much content, can you keep the quality up?
So this was the very tongue-in-cheek joke of She-Hulk finale was, oh no, the animators have already moved on to a different project. And I was like, that's incredibly self-referential because that is what's happening right now. It's very much like okay, cool, you got it done, on to the next thing.
Well, and there's only so many people in the world that can do what's needed.
Yeah.
So, ILM only can handle so many projects. So
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if they can keep it up. And I believe they just expanded where's the new office? Is it England? Europe? I don't know, somewhere over there.
Couldn't tell you.
I think they just opened up a new, and it's got the volume also. Spacing where I read that. Anyway, I'm hoping it's good, just because it's one of those things where it's.
I also just love Warwick Davies.
Yes, and there's just so many childhood memories and goodwill towards him and that story that I really hope it ends up being good. I mean, it's going to come down to writing to me. It's kind of like Doctor Who, where if you have a really good story that's being told with good writing and acting, you can forgive a lot of the production sins. Yeah. Like, that will actually be interesting, too, with Doctor Who coming or being...
to Disney Plus.
Yeah, because you know they're getting money for this, which means they're going to up the production value. And I don't know if that's good or not. Like, if it's not campy, will it still be Doctor Who? Like, there's... Like, I don't know. Like,
there is definitely something to be said for camp.
Like,
especially with something like Doctor Who.
And the way they act in it, the way, like, if it's too professional, it might be too high a production value. It could be a problem.
Too well done.
Don't do it too well. Be like Geeks Corner. Just...
We're camp.
We own that space. The corner camp. Yeah. But
now we have to do... This is
I really want Willow to be better than I want the Santa Clauses to be good. Like,
that's fair.
Like, of the two, that's the one I want to succeed. Anyway.
It's now required that we do a camping episode of Geeks Corner.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Where we set up a tent. And then we're like, now this is camp.
Should we do it like, kind of like, what was the show with Wilson? Home Improvement. And then, like, hide part of our faces or something.
See, I'm thinking we go into one of our backyards. Neither of us have very much grass at all. And we put up a tent, and we have flashlights.
And that's the whole show?
We do the show like normal.
Oh, okay.
We don't even address that we're...
Okay. Do we still get microphones and stuff? No. Okay, finally, today is November 1st. Thanksgiving is on the 24th, if I did my math correctly. And
Gobble, gobble.
wouldn't that stink if I was wrong? But Daps Magic is doing something fun this month, and you can participate in a way if you'd like. But we are doing a thing called 24 Days of Thanksgiving. And what this is for the next 23 days now, every day, somebody on the Daps team will have a post that goes up that talks about something they're thankful for from the world of the Walt Disney Company. And so it could be Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, parks, cruise line, 20th century now, I guess.
The Simpsons.
Simpsons? It could be the Simpsons. Yeah. So stop by Daps Magic every day leading up to Thanksgiving and hopefully afterwards too, and see what the day of thanks is, what the thanks of the day is, what people are thankful for, and we have some of them already scheduled out for who's doing what, and there's going to be some fun ones going on, and then there will be some other ones that are surprises, and then feel free to add into the topic and build on them as they do that, and say what you're thankful for in the comments of each of those as well, because I think that would be a lot of fun, don't you?
Mindfulness and gratitude is a very important thing to use. So.
Well, and I think it's very easy to forget how good we have it, just because it's very easy to focus on like, oh, prices went up, oh this, oh that. And, you know, if there's one consistency or one constant in the universe, it's Disney's going to raise prices. And it sucks, but on the flip side, if they were the prices of when I first got my pass, you wouldn't get to do anything, and everything would be broken because I wouldn't be able to, you know.
Well, this is something, it's not on the Disney topic, but it was something I was talking about today, where through my job, because obviously I'm 26, I'm now officially only on my own insurance, because as of yesterday I got kicked off of my parents' insurance. Turning 26 is a scam, but
it happens anyway.
I know. No, but through my job I have really great insurance, and there's some people that are like, they charge too much, the insurance isn't even that good, and I kind of had this moment of like, there are people that jobs don't offer any insurance options, and they don't make enough to have any insurance at all. And so I was having this moment of like, I just feel grateful that I can even have any, period. Like, I'm very lucky to be in that position. And it was one of those things where I slowed down and I was like, I know that I could sit here and complain about this and that, and oh, it's expensive and now it's more money. But I'm like, I'm just really lucky that I have that option to have it at all.
Yep.
And that's kind of something that I've been working on doing more and more, is just slowing down and being like, we're lucky to even have this thing in our lives. And yeah, sometimes the hard facts of things aren't that pretty and they're kind of painful sometimes, but it's, I don't know, man. Like, we still have a thing in our lives that makes us happy that other people don't get to experience.
Yes.
So.
And we recognize that what you focus on will grow, so we'd like to focus on what we're thankful for with it, because I think so often it's easy to focus on the alternative, and that will grow as well. And so we're going to try to make this a fun month of really digging in, and some of the ideas that have been pitched to me are not necessarily out of the box, but they're not ones that you would think of right off the bat. Like, there's some really obvious ones that you're gonna be like, oh, of course, this makes a lot of sense. But there's also gonna be ones that be like, oh, that's an interesting idea. Like, I would not have come up with that on my own. In fact, I wouldn't have. It was pitched, but it'll be a lot of fun to go through this. So we hope you'll go on this adventure with us, and we hope every day you'll add to whatever topic we're doing, and share what you are thankful for in that regard. So today's was the people, and I wrote it and talked about the people and the experiences we've had through the years because of Daps Magic and Disney. And Bailey found herself in one of the pictures because I put entirely way too many pictures into this, but I couldn't I narrowed that down.
Yeah, you
like,
did.
I went through thousands of pictures for this, and
I was playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, and he was going through photos.
Yes, well,
I was playing,
and I'd already been going through photos for quite some time.
Specifically, though, I was playing his Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah,
because mine doesn't work.
Correct. But yeah, go to the article. It's on Daps Magic, and share if you've got people or experiences or memories that fit with that topic. Please add to it, because that would be a lot of fun. But yes, we are in Geeks Corner Plus. We finally got there. And we have a couple things happening in Geeks Corner Plus tonight. One of them is our good friend Clocky from Sent from Disneyland, who is Sent from Disneyland. I don't know how to say that. He is in the parks. Shocking, I know. Never would have guessed. But he is in the parks, and he sent us something. And we are going to show it to you in just a second.
I have no idea what's going on.
No, you don't.
This is fun.
And this is it. This is the most magical time of year, and I think it's a pot.
Oh, okay. It looks like some type of serving dish.
Yes. I'm going to move it over to my side. And look what we can do now. I love this program. So Clocky knows how much this pot is. I think it's a pot. You can tell me if I'm wrong, Clocky. We don't know how much it is. So in the chat, we want you to tell us what you think that is worth. Katie and I are going to look at the guesses in the chat, and we're going to guess the one we think is the most accurate. It's a platter, okay.
Okay.
And then Clocky is going to tell us the actual retail price.
I already have a guess.
No, we don't get to guess.
I know.
We have to guess from
so I'm like manifesting that someone says the number that's in my head.
Okay, there you go.
Like.
So there's our fancy pot thing, and serving dish. I'll get this right. Manifest away.
Dish. I'm manifesting.
Okay.
Everyone be quiet. I'm manifesting.
And while they put the prices in, Katie, you had something you wanted to talk about.
Okay, I'm done manifesting. It's time to talk about what I did today. So I don't, well, this is complicated. I was going to say I don't own a record player. I do. It's not plugged in. That's actually something that, yes, you know, you're supposed to come over and help with that. But Mr. Daps has a record player. And today we went to Target. No, Mom, you said the wrong number.
So we got 75, 35, 49, 99. Size is fingertips to the elbow.
Oh! So that's about, okay.
So about that.
So
$40.
today we went to Target for something. I feel like I'm on a talk show. Went to Target for something. And then I was like, oh, that's neat. They've got Midnights. And then you were an enabler and you were like, you should get it. So it is the
I gave my true motivation. I want them to keep making records. And I figured if you bought a record, they would keep making records.
It's true. So I bought the Midnights vinyl. Look at Taylor Swift. She's so cool. But it's very neat. Look at that. Comes out. Look at her. That's Taylor Swift. Miss Taylor Allison Swift, as I said earlier in a show that doesn't exist. But look at how pretty it is. You can't
really see, but it has this really cool.
It's like a marble.
Yeah, it's got a marble thing to it.
You can't see it.
We will put it on the Geeks Corner story after the show.
It's so beautiful, guys. But so we listened to this. It was very fun. The sound quality is great.
It's hard to beat vinyl.
It is.
I mean, it really makes me convicted that we need to find the WandaVision.
I'm still so bummed we didn't get
that. Because that one would sound good.
And in the other sleeve,
Bailey's changing her answer to 50 because the serving dish is metal.
No one said the right number. Is a lyric book. So
it is. It's very much like the records I used to get as a kid, where it had more than just the sleeve that you were getting. All right, so she's changed her answer to 50. So we've got 50, we've got $49.99, which is 1 cent lower, 40, 35, and okay, that's it. So which one, Katie?
The closest.
And this is Price is Right rules.
I'm gonna say, I won't say my number yet. I'm going to go with Bailey at 50.
So 50? Is that what we're going with?
Yes, because I was
All
closest.
right,
to Corner.
Clocky, our guess is 50. What is the actual retail price for this sold out serving dish at the Disneyland Resort? Wouldn't it be funny if he got disconnected right now
Actually, be hilarious.
and leave us all hanging?
Can I say what I think the number is?
Sure.
Okay, I think it's $59.99. That's like the number that I'm manifesting.
Okay.
In this little noodle of mine. They have
Oh, that'd
as
be
a
fun
vinyl.
one. That's cool.
That's fun.
That is very cool. Hocus Pocus would be a great vinyl.
And then the thing I didn't tell you.
$19.99? We weren't even close. Nobody was close.
We all went over.
Like 35 was the closest.
Huh.
Huh. Everybody was disqualified.
Wow.
I would not have guessed that.
Huh.
Was it flimsy? I'm like, huh.
The thing I didn't talk about with this. So there are 4 different versions of the vinyl, right? And they
yeah.
all have different covers, and they all are different colors. So this is the lavender one. There's a blue one. People have said they're Thanos' Infinity Stones, but when you put them all together,
No
they
wonder
make a
they're
clock.
sold out. That's cool.
So this is obviously the 2 part of the 12.
So do you have to like buy the clock part though to put it in the middle?
No. You just put them together.
But where are the hands?
They don't need hands.
Oh,
Where we're going, we don't need.
okay. Okay.
hands.
And it was well made, he said. No wonder it sold out. That makes a lot of sense. That's a good strategy, Jeff, is to always guess $1. There's always that one person that does do that. Now, it seems like there was another question.
Yes, they have said
Okay.
that next year, Oogie Boogie Bash, they're going to introduce a villain that is going to blow all of our minds.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you think that's going to be? Because all I can seem to come up with is Thanos. Like
That's where my brain went to.
Huge Thanos using the Hulk technology. But what do you guys think it's going to be? Because it's been bothering me. Like, I can't think of a villain. Because even if you had said, like, oh, they're going to put Ernesto de la Cruz in Oogie Boogie Bash, it's going to blow your mind. I would have been like, okay.
Well,
But it was the seeing him that I was like, oh my God, this is so well done.
But
like,
here's the thing: is Disney hasn't officially said this. It's just going. It's just going around.
it was said at
So-
it was said at a panel,
Yes.
and the panel that was not held by Disney officially. But there was
And
Disney people there.
it's in a gray zone. So we'll see.
But they have already set the precedent that they've been reinventing themselves every Oogie Boogie Bash.
They've
been
added
trying
something
to
awesome
one-up
each year.
themselves.
Yeah.
So last year there was Zombie Cap. This year we got Ernesto, and during the parties we got Moon Knight.
Who did we get last year at the beginning of the year that was new?
Agatha.
That's right. It was Agatha. So I'm going to count Agatha as a thing.
Yeah.
Because I actually think if last year were this year and they'd already had the experience they've had, I bet Zombie Cap would have been on non-party nights.
Yeah.
Because I think that's why Elsa and the werewolf were on non-party nights, is because they made this realization that really this should be out there for general
Everybody.
guests and not for the last 2 weeks of a Halloween party that's been going for 2 months.
Yeah.
But Chernobog would be cool.
They've already shown themselves to be like one-upping, and they've shown themselves to be like, they've been really constantly pushing.
Something
for
flying.
Oogie. But like what?
I don't know. Green Goblin.
Oh no.
Imagine him coming in over Avengers headquarters
Oh no.
and his cackle. It'd be amazing.
I'd cry.
I think a lot of people would, but it'd be amazing.
Like I'd sob.
It would
I'd
be
be so scared.
It would be, but it'd be mind blowing.
That's true.
It
See,
just popped into my head. I'm like, what would be if I'm not thinking from a technology or a how does this work standpoint? It opens up a lot of possibilities.
well, and that's so my mind goes to 2 places. When I hear mind blowing, my mind goes to 2 places. One, it goes to the
Oh, you're right. It is Darth Vader. He's gonna do the thing, and
my mind goes to like gravity defying, amazing, can't figure out how they did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other half of me goes to Ernesto and like
still can't figure out how they did it. Like
but it's not anything where you're like
it's just really high quality.
it's just extremely well done. And he feels like he stepped directly out of the movie.
Yep.
And like, I could have sat there and watched Ernesto for hours because he was so incredible. Like, everything about him.
Yep.
So I don't know. I literally just don't.
Well, and it turns out there was a
don't know.
viewing area that we weren't allowed to stay in, so maybe next year if he's back.
So I just don't know what they could do next. That would be
I don't know.
mind-boggling. But
So keep thinking about that. We'll revisit it and see what people come up with.
so instead of Chernabog from Fantasia, imagine this. Instead of like a meet and greet, hear me out. I think that maybe put him in a nighttime spectacular. You know, maybe have some pretty big fountains that you could project. Hear me out. Chernabog onto. I think that would be something very cool, and I think that maybe if it didn't work at first, you just kept going until it worked. If you've ever met me in person, you know I'm obsessed with Chernabog from World of Color, and I want to know where he is. We have one grainy video of him. Where is he? I will scuba dive into... I'm so sorry, Disney. I'm actually not going to do that. Please don't put me on a list.
To get kicked out.
Please don't put me on a list. But I'm going to go figure out what's up.
Okay.
I want to know where he is.
All right, Katie, we're running out of time. What should people do?
You should go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and geek news. As it happens, there is less of me being weird about Chernabog and Taylor Swift on there. Subscribe to our mailing list. There's less of it.
And make sure to keep going to Daps and check out the 24 days of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that too.
Yeah.
Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to have, well, we have some videos that are coming up this week, but then we're going to have a bunch more because the holidays begin next weekend. And we will be scrambling to get as much of that up as quickly as we possibly can. And you won't want to miss any of it. Also, if you have any other ideas for live streams or other things you'd like to see, let us know in the comments because we will try to make those happen as well. But that is all the time we have for you this week. So we will see you around the corner.
Bye.